Thanks for having me, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, except for it's my other channel, my Gold channel. It's the premium channel that you only have access to if you're a real fan. It is free. It is free, but there's got to be some reason everybody doesn't watch these videos. Is the reason that I've only posted 4 videos on this channel in a calendar year and a half? No, it's that it's gold. Some viewers just can't handle the premium nature of this content. Now, the content on this channel may be a little less scripted, a little less edited, and even a little less produced, but don't let that fool you. This content is premium, and it's what I want to make. So let me have this. Today on Jarvis Johnson Gold, we'll be talking about Brightside. You guys remember Brightside? I talked about them before. They're bad. But before we get into that, go ahead and subscribe to Jarvis Johnson Gold, because if you subscribe to Jarvis Johnson Gold, you'll inch me one step closer to 100,000 subscribers, which would mean that I get Jarvis Johnson Gold printed on a silver YouTube plaque. When this channel reaches 1 million subscribers, YouTube will be legally required to print Jarvis Johnson Gold on a gold YouTube plaque, at which point I will become complete and reach my final form. Also, follow me on Instagram at Jarvis. I'm getting close to 100,000 followers there, and while I don't get a plaque, you do get to look at me. Look at this little guy. Come on. Brightside used to tell you what it was about, but now it's just a scrolling hellscape of clickbait. So I'll just look at Brightside's YouTube bio to tell us what it's about. Hey, are you looking for answers to life's biggest questions? Whether you're into recent discoveries, space exploration, true stories, fitness, fun tests, and riddles, or useful, there's so many things in this list. There's no brand, it's just whatever you'll click on is the thing. They do try to make themselves seem positive, but the reason I'm making this video is because that's a big fat lie. Shout out to Instagram user Catastrophic for sending me this article. I appreciate you sending me the article, but I'm also upset with you for sending me the article. 12 harsh truths almost all of us tend to neglect. All right, so first harsh truth. This article claims to have 300,000 eyeballs, which I assume is views. There's no way that that's the case. It has 5 comments, 50 stars. I assume that's some sort of like. Oh wait, no, it's a favorite. And then there's also 16 smiley faces and 14 frowny faces, which is not a very good ratio, and also horrible engagement. You know, I'm no analytics expert, but I have to guess that this 300,000 view number is completely made up. Also, just kidding, I am an analytics expert. Childhood. A time when we're taken care of as fragile and vulnerable people is quite different than adulthood. Okay. As adults, we begin to follow a new set of rules and understand over time that we're interesting to ourselves only. Speak for yourself, Brightside. I have a YouTube channel. Not only am I interesting to myself, I'm also interesting to the most premium of viewers. That's you guys. You guys are the premium viewers. There's no one to push us towards success, give us their shoulder to cry on, or praise us when we've done something good. I think you're in need of a support system, my guy, my side, my bright side. My nickname for Brightside, it's just side. Brightside took a risk. Oh yeah, Brightside, you took a risk. We're so thankful for your sacrifice. Okay, on to the list. Number 1. There's no point in sacrificing yourself for others. Everything for him. He doesn't need it. First of all, being generous and giving to others can be one of the best gifts one could ever receive. 2, what the f are they eating? It looks like he's eating, like, I don't know, is that some sort of mash? And it looks like she's grating a head of lettuce on a cheese grater. I'm confused. I do everything for you. I grate the lettuce. I make you your slop. Why don't you need it? Have you ever, oh, here's them explaining it. Have you ever heard the phrase, everything I do it for you? As a rule, it's followed by a cold answer. But did I even ask you to do that? Well, that's separate. Also, as a rule, that's always how someone responds to that question. Some people might say, thank you, but I do think it would be concerning if someone told me that everything they do for me, because that's not healthy. You should do things for yourself. You deserve it. You're premium. Come on, Brightside. Come on, side. Let's be honest. The people around us don't need our sacrifices. Most often, they feel awkward and become irritated by this obtrusiveness. So first of all, every relationship is an exchange of sorts. And both parties should be giving to their comfort level and hopefully being reciprocated to their comfort level. Maybe that's more sometimes and less other times. That's fine. It's normal. But don't sacrifice yourself for anyone. It's a weird way to get to this point, but I guess it's like saying not to be codependent or something. The only exception to the situation is codependent behavior. Oh, no. Big nope on this one. You can't rely on someone else to make you feel whole. You've got to fill that for yourself. And then two people can come together as two whole people and hopefully make something that's greater than the sum of its parts. But it can be toxic to be in a codependent relationship. It's not something to aspire to. Number 2, none of us will get a medal at work. I actually have gotten medals at work, to be honest. I don't know if I have any of them here. Oh yeah, bright side, none of us will get a medal at work. Well, how do you explain this award I received for most average face? That's real. I made a program that averaged faces together, and it was kind of a joke award. But I've received real awards. I just can't find any of them right now. They say it was a horse who worked the most in the village, but it still never became the head of the village. Are you calling me a horse? Sooner or later, you'll face a similar unpleasant truth. That you're a horse? Your boss and colleagues will understand that you're ready to do any kind of work. And while you're hurting your health by putting too much pressure on yourself, they'll be calmly checking their newsfeed on social media or gossiping while sipping on another cup of coffee.
I resent that.
But were you really expecting for your boss to praise you for hard work like your teacher would do back in kindergarten? Yeah, your boss should praise you, should tell you that you're doing a good job. They should want your morale to be high and for you to feel motivated to do your work. Why did they choose a photo from Fight Club? Are you going to fight your boss? Also, you were supposed to not talk about it. Number 3, body positivity is not about the absence of self-care. What does that mean? I'm also concerned, based on how these other questions have gone, what they're going to say. Don't take a selfie. Stretch your hammy. Unshaved armpits, cracked nails, and a refusal to use hygiene products will likely make you look like an untidy person rather than a follower of body positivity. What do you think body positivity is? Last time I checked, body positivity isn't about not using soap. Also, I'll say it, I don't shave my armpits. Yeah, our standard of beauty is ridiculous. And we should not be held to it. We should express our own individuality. And for me, that means hairy armpits. Sorry to be a hero. I'm not untidy, all right? The main idea of this body positive movement, hey, side, bright side, come here. You should pass on this one. Get out while you still can. I wouldn't. Oh no, you're still gonna do it? Okay. The main idea of this body positive movement is to treat other people respectfully and accept any appearance worthily. Okay, not a train wreck. I didn't know worthily was a word. Is it? At the same time, bold phrases like, I love my rolls, usually hides laziness. What the fuck? Usually hides laziness, shows a lack of motivation to hit the gym, and proves they treat their health irresponsibly. Go fuck yourself. Holy shit. You're treating your ideas irresponsibly, you stupid corporate entity. Come on, just like treat people respectfully. I mean, body type for a lot of people is related more to genetics than it is motivation to go to the gym. So how about you stop talking about stuff that you don't know anything about? I tried to stop you. You have 9 more items on this list. Just quit while you're behind. All right, let's kick it into turbo drive. Appearance matters. We'll call you back. You're accepted. I'm very confused by this image. If you dress up in a collared shirt and a sweater, but it's dirty, that's bad. And if you wear a pink shirt, but you're clean, that's good. Also, if you bring your diploma to a job interview, that's a no-no, which it is. That's a very strange thing to do. But if you bring your cell phone or something, whatever that is, then you're accepted. You don't get a job on the spot most of the time. And if you do, they don't say you're accepted. No one in any context says you're accepted. I can't think of a single time. Even Hogwarts sent an owl. Number 5, being a good person is not a profession. I mean, yeah. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be a good person, though. Also, I can't really take you seriously when you use a photo from Spy Kids. No one has to treat you well at work for having beautiful eyes, 3 kids, a mortgage, 4 loans, and a sick mom. Bosses are primarily interested in the quality of your work, not your well-being as a human. So get over yourself. It's like, if you're sick, you. This is a toxic work environment. You need a new job. Hello, author at Brightside, get out. Yeah, go somewhere else. This is not how it has to be. Maybe this is a cry for help. Maybe this entire article is just someone at Brightside hating their job and is like, no one told me it would be like this. Everything I've been fed is a lie. All right, let's see. Your mom isn't always right. Okay. You'll have to study up to the retirement age or even longer. I guess they're saying that you'll have to keep your skills sharp because industries change and you might one day need to change careers or something. I wouldn't know anything about that. I've never changed a career. I was a YouTuber the whole time. If you don't attend any events, people will stop inviting you after some time. Well, okay, yeah, fine. Training for improving self-confidence doesn't work. What? Sorry, am I reading this correctly? Training for improving self-confidence doesn't work. In fantasies, in reality. This doesn't really illustrate anything, I just have to say. In reality, there's always some broad watching you type. It's useless to create vision boards full of bright houses, palm beaches, and expensive cars. All these tricks don't work until you actively work toward achieving your goals. Moreover, such practices are dangerous because they often teach you how to manipulate other people. How? That was a very unsupported claim. Hey, are you imagining a bright house? Stop manipulating me! This is a very roundabout way of saying that, like, if you don't work toward your goals, you won't achieve your goals. There's nothing wrong about visualizing your goals in your future. I guess they're trying to say don't just visualize, but like, you gotta start somewhere. After taking courses on how to pick up women, which we all do, men will start to collect their love victories, but will still feel lonely. I don't relate to this at all. Who's taking courses on how to pick up women? You just lift. It's all in the legs. In women taking their own special relationship courses, where are these courses? Did I miss something in college? Also, wasn't this just about working hard? If you imagine a bright house, you're gonna fail your relationship course. We're sorry, but you're not the center of the universe. That's definitely not to us because we're premium, we're gold. We're gold, baby. Have you ever gotten your nails done but felt sad after your colleagues didn't give you enough compliments on them? No, next question. Have you ever spent half your salary on a new suit and no one even noticed it? Half your salary? Stop taking relationship courses and take a fucking finance class, dude. That's an irresponsible purchase. What you are now is your personal choice. Not really. It kind of depends. It's all this simple. The only person responsible for your actions is you. Okay? If you don't know Spanish, it's you who didn't learn it. Jeez, I feel like I'm being put on the spot for why I'm not better at Spanish. I did take it for several years in school, but it wasn't my choice. I just, you know, I know some Spanish. Get off my back, Brightside. I know I studied Spanish for a few years, but it's not my fault I'm not better at Spanish. Like, Miss Garcia didn't like me, and I was having a tough couple of years, and you know, I was working hard, and there were just other priorities that I had, even though I did enjoy Spanish, me gusta español, pero if your boss keeps shouting at you, it means you let them do it. Oh, blaming the victim. Nice! Oh, we're at the last one. Estamos en el último. There's always someone smarter, younger, and better than you. You, Brightside. Just kidding, I'm back. I have to talk about this one because it's really bad. Perhaps the biggest hit on one's self-esteem is the understanding that there are people much better than you in this world. Better than you? I don't like that. Your value as a person is not so quantifiable that you could say that one person is better than another person. That's like objectively true. There's just too many facets to the human experience to actually compare two people. Also, what does this woman's age have to do with anything? This guy's in a suit at the club and Andy's on his phone? Get with the program, dog. We keep flirting and celebrating our 18th birthday over and over, but remember that we become older each year and that our wrinkles become deeper. This sounds personal. Men will start to hide an appearing bald spot and pull up their tummy, while women will learn how to tie a kerchief around their neck in order to conceal their imperfect, not so young skin. What if their neck is just cold? It's just winter, Brightside. We're not trying to hide our skin. You can see. Do you want to see my neck? Is that what you want? Is that what you want to see? You want to see my wrinkly neck? My old neck, Brightside? Well, here it is. Objectify me. All right, well, we're done here. In conclusion, don't listen to Brightside. You're whole and valuable as a person. And Brightside's a shitty website, so don't let their weird ideas get in your head, but there are a lot of them. Thank you for joining me today on Jarvis Johnson Gold, the most premium channel on YouTube. Video's over. Everybody follow me on the internet. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and send me stuff. Let me know what I should do with this channel. I don't know what to do with this channel. I just want to make a video. Alright, I want to yawn. I want to yawn and I want to make videos. That's what I want to do. Stay gold, everybody. That's a reference to the channel name.